Prepare to feel all the emotions as we watch long-lost loved ones reunite after years of being apart from each other. Nadine surprised her family after traveling the world for the past few months, and I can't tell who had a better reaction. Megan surprised her grandparents after over 4 years of traveling, and she got some sweet reactions. Ellie had not seen her brother in over 4 years, so it was a big surprise when he one day showed up for her graduation. This was the emotional moment Ivy got to surprise her grandma after being stuck in Germany for the past 3 years due to lockdown. Grandpa got a big surprise when his grandson was home to surprise him after over 5 years of being apart. This girl was back in Canada to surprise her host family after almost 3 years of being back home, and it's so beautiful. Meg surprised her family after traveling Southeast Asia for the past 3.5 months, and it's so adorable. Amber was home and surprised her family after not having been home in 3 years, and that scream of joy was everything. Fatima got the sweetest reaction she could have asked for when she surprised her family after over 2 years abroad. Gabby was back home in the UK after having been traveling Asia for the past 4 months, and her mom had the best reaction. Diego was home to his mom after a very long 4 years of not seeing each other. It was too cute as Linda surprised her granny after over 4 years of being away from home. Sebastian came back home for his grandma's birthday after having been living abroad for the past few years, and it was so wholesome. These boys were so excited when their uncle and aunt flew across the country to surprise them. 4 years of working abroad was finally done for Mary Jane, who was back and surprised her family in this emotional moment. Linda was home to her family in Syria after many years apart, and it's too wholesome. After a few years in Australia, Kalin was home to her family in Ireland, and it couldn't be cuter. Anna's husband surprised his family in Tonga after 4 long years of living abroad, and there weren't a lot of dry eyes on that day. Regina felt so much happiness when she was with her family after 3 years of being away, and it's too cute. Micah got to see her family again after a few years of not seeing them, and that was a lovely reunion right there.
No se suponía que tenías que venir ahora. No haces acá. Hola. No conocía a Santi, es la primera vez.
Ah, ¿también?
Sí.
Pero avísenme, chicos, mirá cómo estoy. Avísame que me gusta.
Me hice por el, le digo buen día, me hice por el sol los lentes. No mira, no me digas nada, ¿qué haces?
Yo pensé que se casaba Coqui, digo, cosa, se casa Coqui, tenemos fiesta, esa la... No, no,
Siempre primero. Ay, primero. Me puso un mensaje.
This guy surprised his mom on New Year's Eve after 2 years of being stuck abroad and apart due to lockdown restrictions, and it was the best. It wasn't easy at all, but this was the moment Catherine was reunited with her fiancé after 2 years of being away in the military. After having been in New Zealand and Australia for the past few years, this guy was home and surprised his sister a couple of days before her wedding, and it was a lovely moment right there. After almost 6 years apart, Jane got a special surprise when her older brother was home. Sarah got a big surprise when her sister was home after 2.5 years apart. Rosemary met her mother again after 6 years apart from each other, and it was such a bittersweet moment for them. It was the best surprise for these parents as their daughter Marianne came home from Sydney after almost 3 years of being away, and there was so much love in that moment. It was too cute as Molly surprised her family in Australia after being overseas for the past 3 years. Ryan was home to his family after 3 years of not being home, and it was the best. This girl surprised her sister at her graduation dinner after having been away for 2 years, which felt like a decade, and it was too good of a moment.
Oh my god!
After a few months away from each other, Poppy, the one in orange, was reunited with her oldest sibling after the oldest had open heart surgery. Nicole captured the moment her husband was home after 2 years away, and the oldest immediately broke down in tears.
Hey, Daddy!
It was a lovely reaction Ketsia got as she surprised her sister after 3 years of being out of the country. After almost a year since Taylor last had seen her family, she got the chance to surprise everyone, and it was an emotional moment for everyone involved. Meg surprised her sister after 3 years in Australia, and she thought she was dreaming at first. This girl surprised her family after living in Australia and not seeing them for over 3 years, and it was so cute. Fololo surprised her brother in the UK after about 2 years of not seeing each other. Lexi surprised her family back home after almost 4 years apart, and it's such a beautiful moment. Gwen met her long-distance best friend after a long time apart, and that hug was so amazing. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this one as well.